Welcome back to Marsh Can he cast? Trying to figure out if you can cast by casting some of the Dreamhack ROCCAT Legacy of the Void Championship games. Down here in this corner we have a red Zerg playing for Acer. It's not Shura, it's not Scarlet, or any of the other names she goes by, it's Nerchio. And on this side, we have the guy that made it to BlizzCon. Playing for Millennium, it's Lilbow. Lilbow in an interview said it was so sad he managed to become the best foreigner, and quite a bit better than a number of the Koreans as well. All the way at the end of Heart of the Swarm. And there it is. But both of these going for their expansions first. Nobody's built anything yet that can be considered defensive. There we go. Spawning pool for Nerchio and a warp gate for Lilbow. And that means we're off to a quiet start. Try something. That was the mute that comes with my microphone. And we have 3 hatches for Nerchio. I don't know if he had any information to base this on. No, he does not. I'm just going for 3 hatcheries because you can. You're a Zerg. You should. In the meantime, Lilbow has all his gases, pumping out probes 2 at a time. Getting a cybernetic score, but not getting a second gateway. I'm walling up with a zealot. This I'm still done against Zerg. But pretty much against every other matchup, they wait and then they warp in an adept instead. So I'm not seeing if there is or is not a third. Do you see that? Oh yeah, you would be able to see that. Now, well, coming to scout with 2 Zerglings. 3 hatches for Nerchio, but less probes to do it with because it cuts quite a bit into your early economy, of course. To get the 3rd hatch, having to sacrifice a drone for 15 minerals and then building a hatchery for 300, which are all not drones that are mining, but if left alone, this can lead to quite the economic advantage later. Warping in an adept and not going straight for the worker line, attacking first in between, which isn't the best use of an adept's time. I'm going to the 3rd or the natural middle line, but doesn't manage to kill anything. So we've had 1 worker killed, which isn't a terribly good investment for 1 adept. But in the meantime, he bought enough time in order to get a 3rd of his own. But Nerchio is getting 10 Zerglings in order to try and maybe do something about it. 8, 6, 4, 2. Which would put us at how many in total? 14. And speed is about to finish. There we go. Ooh, disruptors. Well, Zerglings do clump up every now and again. He's got 1 queued up. Oh! Disruptor dropped. Holy shit. Nerchio's got overlords in position. He should see this coming. Well, not if he doesn't move this one. And he's going to drop Zerglings in his opponent's base. Is there somebody there? He's just barking because he can. And the second round of Zergling is coming into the base with an overcharge, and he manages to get 10 workers. Wow, that was a bad time for me to get distracted by a barking dog. And now there's another bunch ready to go. Here we go. And while this is happening, Nerchio is also coming up the front with Overlords, and that's threatening. Going to see maybe what we can do scout-wise. Wow. Lilbow is just, you know, slowly getting his mineral lines. Get it. That was 18 versus 7. So he lost 7 somewhere himself. I guess that as well, because there was only 1 earlier. Was that the drop maybe? Well, in any case, there's quite a few more. Well, we haven't gotten to that part yet. Oh, that's 2 Hydras, that's not bad. Ooh, quite a bit oversaturated. Now Lilbow's at Nerchio's front door. Won't supply block him, but he's got 11 Hydras on the way. Manages to block off, but he has no sentries. Good for his own. That didn't kill anything. It gives Lilbow so much time when they're running away from those bullshits. Now that there are 8 Hydras, only 5 of them are actually fighting. Oh, that's not looking good. There's quite a few blows. Hydras, but there you are, GG. And welcome back. I'm having to finish the crunchy bit, but I'm trying to do so without making you insane somehow. So I wonder when the client updated. I wonder if I can find that somewhere. Because there was another tournament last week and it has the same issues as this. Okay, and welcome back, guys. Nope. Oh, that's true. Control M does that. Welcome to Game 2 between Lilbow and Acer Nerchio. Here is set Acer Nerchio in the bottom of your screen. And on... Okay. No? And on the top of the screen we have Lilbow being up 1-0 in this. But this is an old interface, that means I can't put 1 there or 0 at the other guy. Instead, also you see this in the screen. Right. Both. Ah, see, this is what I was talking about earlier. Nerchio going for a hatch first and on the golden. So the Lilbow. Interesting. I've seen more Zergs do this than Photons. It's just that for, you know, the first minute or two after circling speed shows up, it's just you have a little bit more maneuverability as Zerg in the early game, and you can be annoying as hell with that, I suppose. Although you just mostly wall this up, put a zealot there, and they can't really do anything. Well, it's just the Zergling drop, of course. And keep your mothership here. You've got it perfectly fine and blended. And sure enough, here is the second expansion, also on a gold for Nerchio. And Nerchio sees this, so he knows that the same trick he's doing is being used against him. Not getting Zergling speed. I'm not quite there on the gas yet. We do have two intrepid Zerglings on their way. But two Zerglings against that many probes generally doesn't work. Nerchio sees everything that his opponent is doing. So sees the two gates, which are now doing adepts. And see that there's nothing out on the other side. Now the Magician Core is out in order to defend the space by overcharge, if so necessary. And two adapts will try and kill at least one Zergling. This base saturated, this base is about to receive a number more. Good. And with 8 more Zerglings, 10 more Zerglings on the way. Yep, and he cancels those. I don't see oh. I was going to say, I don't see an evolution chamber on his way, so he's probably not going to drop, but he did that without me noticing it at all. So these guys are going to go straight in the mineral line, and at the same time, these guys will just have to defend against the 4 adepts that are going right to this, well, for lack of a better word, natural. Nope, no we're not. Scouting Overlord. You're gonna ferry more things in there. If you get more things in there, then distract them on this side. Very nice. And at the same time, we have Nerchio going right into the mineral line, and there is nothing to defend it here. There is not a pylon to overcharge in the mineral line at all. There's nothing that they really do against these adepts. So this is a not mining base. For a little while. Oh. There go 2 adapts. Nope. Nerchio gets out, gets dropped on the other side again. In the meantime, his expansion's running. He's getting gas here, he's getting gas here, getting gas here. Oh. That is an unfortunate place to be for a bunch of Zerglings. You can't really go anywhere. But Nerchio has quite the income advantage. More gas, more minerals. That means more aggression. There are no, which one? There are no glial reconstitution. Glial. That. Oh, that is not a good place to be for Lilbow. He does manage to get the thingies, the corrosive bile, on Nerchio's troops instead of his own, which is a good thing. But that is too much Zerg. But Lilbow does manage to get away with his expensive units intact. Wow, that on pickup range, that never ceases to amaze me. It's just, much of that? It doesn't say. Ooh, that is not a good place to be. Ravagers. Ooh, lovely shot right there. And all the Ravagers managed to make it, pushing the corrosive bile behind the army of Lilbow, thereby Lilbow can't win it, and GG. This last game, and then we'll go through. Okay everyone, welcome back to this final match between Acer's Nerchio, which is the guy on this side, and Millennium's Lilbow. It's 1-1, both short, fast games, less than 10 minutes if I'm not mistaken. First one with superior aggression on the side of Lilbow, and the second one where Nerchio managed to get in Lilbow's face, kill a whole bunch of economy, and subsequently just kill him with too much stuff. As a guy who's stuck in Stuff League, that is one of the lower leagues where if you just have more stuff than the other guy, you win. This is a recognizable scenario. With Nerchio going for a hatch first, but Lilbow going for a gateway first. Nerchio is going to find out that his opponent is not in this corner. And he's going to find out it's not in this corner. It is as far away from you as you can be. There's his cybernetic score. And Nerchio's getting a spawning pool in such a time that he should have enough gas. Right around the time where it is done. I love the fact that the minerals are minerals no matter what, but the Vespene gas is quite different depending on the race. Alright, so far he's found out that he's not there. He doesn't have to worry about Lilbow building a the Stargate here and then just flying into his base. No need to proxy it, it's still in your base, but it's still, what is that? Very, very close by. Lilbow getting a second, getting Warp Gate and getting Adept. Still getting his Zealots to block off the wall. Nerchio doesn't know yet whether his opponent is in this corner or in this corner. Getting his third. In the meantime, Lilbow is doing some scouting of his own. Is he going to see the... No. Are you going to see them? Nope. No, both pretty much have the same vision radius as one another, and the two of them pass by. By now, he's figured out that his opponent is not here, although he didn't go up there, so for all we know, Lilbow is doing some cheeky one-base build, which doesn't sound like Lilbow. And so now he's going, oh, are you getting Overlord Cocoon? You're going to be able to. Yep. Oh, he's now got room up there. Is that the difference? Yep, this is definitely different. I've used this unit, but I haven't really looked at it, so. Lilbow was paying attention the last time he was playing with Nerchio, and actually putting adepts in place. And he sees the Overlord coming in. Pulls back, maybe gets another adept, there we go. And if Nerchio is going to drop them here, then, well, nothing's going to happen much except that his Zerglings are going to die one by one. And with his Stalker, he'll drive it off. Meantime, these Zerglings are caught between an overcharge and an overcharge, and underneath a mothership core with a number of other overcharges in it. So for right now, pretty much, well, all of the harassment by Nerchio have come to naught. No drop in the base, nothing up the front, and it cost him 4 Zerglings, which isn't too bad, by the way. He's got his own third up and running by now. Not fully saturated, but there you go. 2 gases, 3 gases, and 1 on the way. And with that, he can power, well, whatever tech he wants to get into, really. Nerchio making a wall. Ooh, and is he going to block that? Wait, yeah, that's going to block that off, or... So Nerchio's going to try or Lilbow is going to try and do something aggressive. And he somehow manages to miss these guys moving out. Well, that's a good thing about Protoss. I mean, they already... with the warping feature, it used to be that you didn't really need physical access to, you know, your not base, but with the new, with the new war prism, the warp in being quite that much faster as the Protoss pylons. Thank you, words are hard. They can now pretty standard, you know, wall off and go have fun. File. No, that's not what I was looking for. The corrosive file doing a nice job zoning him out. And Nerchio gets supply lock, but he's already got 7 overlords on the way, so that should be a very, very minor problem. 9. Jeez. Probably went like, oh my god, I need to do this now. Wait, I'm supply blocked. Forget, you have 7 on the way. Ooh. A very nice time warp. zone Zerg out. These don't, they take a long time to set up, and they don't last that long anymore. Well, I was going to say that's quite a bit longer than I imagined it would do. That many. Ooh, going in for a flank. There's also file being done behind Protoss. This is quite a nice route. I mean, it's not going to be enough on its own, but with the drones, to be able to push Lilbow back as far as it takes him to work in again, at least. Because while most of that missing and not driving Zerg or the Protoss away to anything useful, and with more warpits, fire down, and the army advantage, control of the area between the second and the third. This is looking very poor for Nerchio. Oh, coming out to its death. Yeah, there's really nothing much to say to this. Nerchio is fighting with drones, and that doesn't end well. And in this case, it doesn't either. So Lilbow wins the game 2-1.